Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Sag, are you feeling the energy in the cosmos? Because there is a lot going on this month. So we have 4 to 6 planets going retrograde. We have 2 super moons. We have the Lionsgate portal. We have the new moon in Leo mid-month. So we're feeling the impact all around us, every which way we turn. When it comes to our personal lives, including career, relationships, health, and inner spiritual awareness, and the outer world of politics, government, agencies, things of that nature, we're definitely going to see a rumble. So this is a really powerful time to reconnect with source, reconnect to your higher self. I always like to think of retrograde season as the perfect time to go inward and reflect. Take a look at those priorities. Take a look and see if you are on the path that's truly designed for your best experience here on Earth. Because sometimes we need to stop and course correct, Sag. So let's take a look and see where you are at on that path. We'll dive into your greatest strengths and fullest potential. We'll get action steps, messages from your guides, and lastly, we'll connect to a celebratory outcome. So I love this energy. We're getting a lot of the same messages that have come through in other readings as well. It doesn't surprise me. This is a cosmic type of reading here. So your overall energy, Sagittarius, is this Cancerian vibe of relaxation. August is the perfect time for you to maybe go off grid, get out in nature, go for walks, spend time camping if you can, take a vacation. Maybe some of you may be feeling a little bit like a homebody this month. Again, it is a time for deep contemplation. And you may want to just take a step back to ride that wave of change, because there is a lot of change coming in here for you. So again, your overall energy for the month of August is to relax. Let bygones be bygones. Let people focus on their journey, their path, but at the same time show unconditional love, compassion, and kindness towards Mother Earth, towards your neighbor, and towards yourself, most importantly. So I really like this energy here of relaxation, because some of you absolutely need it. You deserve it. You've been overworking, overthinking. You've been ignoring the signs that your body has been trying to tell you to slow down, rest, and rejuvenate. I like to think of retrograde time as all of the REs coming in, whether it's revamp, reorganize, replenish, reprioritize, reevaluate, all of the RE words that you can think of. It allows you to take a little bit of a step back to see it from a new angle, a new perspective, to make sure that you are on par with where you want to go here in this earthly realm. So let's take a look at your greatest strengths. You have this scorpionic energy of going deep, going within. It doesn't surprise me to see Scorpio energy, because the second super moon of the month lands on August 30th, give or take. That's a blue moon, which means there's 2 moons in a given month, and 2 full moons, that is. And that moon is in Pisces, which is the fellow water sign here of Scorpio. That is a very, very powerful time for divine downloads. So for those of you who are wanting a spiritual connection, to deepen that connection with your higher self, your guides, your angels, your loved ones in spirit. For those of you that are wanting more clarity on your purpose, your passion, your mission here on Earth, this is the perfect month to really go within. Now, you may be feeling the emotions coming up as well, because this is the time for you to really release a lot of baggage that not just has been put on you in this lifetime. And when I say baggage, it's more of conditions and beliefs that we've grown to take on over time. What I'm picking up on this month, we are releasing 100 years of generational wounding, of trauma, of ancestral baggage, we'll call it, right? Trauma, you're breaking some cycles, you're breaking patterns, Sag. So whatever has been going on, you may be feeling deep effects to make big changes in your world. And that's what I sense here for you. And that actually is your outcome here, is great change. So you may see that there's an internal shift happening within. Things that you once thought were impossible, you're now turning to I'm possible, which I love that, because a lot of you are completely doing a 360 when it comes to thoughts, beliefs, patterns, habits that you've at one point consumed or believed in or you thought to be true. I feel like you are moving towards a new direction, one that is more aligned with what it is that you want to experience. A lot of you are making big changes the second half of your lifetime because you've come down to earth to experience all that you could. And this is a time for you to move towards a path of abundance, of love, of creation, of expansionness. Expansion in all forms. So you're definitely riding that wave, and you're going to see big changes in your inner and outer world. Your fullest potential here is to reflect on your priorities. And we just talked about this as well. And that full moon is actually in the sign of Aquarius, which we see here. And that full moon in Aquarius is all about reflection, letting go of what no longer works for you, so you can make space for new things to enter into your world. So again, reflection, there's one of the RE words as well, but you may be taking a look at that priority list and reorganizing something that maybe you've had at number 5 or at the bottom of your list. You're now pushing to number 1 or 2. It could be health, it could be career, because we go through these changes. Those are inevitable. Sometimes we focus more attention on family, on raising children, on our health, on our career. There's things that happen sometimes outside of our control. Maybe a family member gets sick and we need to take them in. We need to take care of them. It could be that a loved one is going through a difficult period with their career and we need to focus on maybe uplifting and bringing in more income ourselves. So whatever changes are occurring here, I feel like there's new opportunities for growth in your world. So something that you felt a little bit stuck on, not just in the last maybe 10 months, but possibly the last 10 years. And for some of you, this has been ancestral, the last 100 years. So this is a really big time of growth. And we're seeing rapid growth on all different levels: planetary, cosmic, spiritual, energetic, and it's showing up in the physical realms as well. Now, action steps that you can take, Sagittarius, to live your purpose, to embrace this energy, and to move forward with more flow is to keep that heart open. This card has come up for a lot of signs, which doesn't surprise me because we just shifted from the Taurus, Scorpio, North and South nodes to Aries and Libra. So on a global level, this is all about us coming together in mankind, bringing about a sense of unconditional love and compassion and humanity. It's about being open to bringing that sense of belonging and bringing that sense of connection back to the mix. I mean, yes, we're in an age of Aquarius where we definitely use more of that intellect and we are using electronics, and sometimes that face-to-face interaction can be limited, it feels like, but this is all about us strengthening those bonds with each other. I believe intuitively, and this is what I've been guided from my guides as well, is there's going to be a time here coming in, hopefully in my lifetime, where we will see this interaction and connection telepathically between other individuals and our guides, our higher selves, where it's going to be the norm. It's going to be the norm. So I really like this showing up for you, Sag. Keep your heart open to love, to embracing new opportunities, love for what it is that you do for a living, and just for showing up in the world, keeping that heart open, because so many times we disconnect from source, which means we close down our heart, right? We are love. We're made of love. We come from love. And it's us that sometimes veers away because of those conditions, beliefs, or layers that have been pressed upon us here on earth. So keep that heart open. Now, before we move forward, we're going to just clarify some of these energies here. Let's take a look at what it is that you may feel stressed out about, because your main energy is just relaxation, replenishing. I'm getting Four of Swords energy here as well. So absolutely overworking, overthinking, maybe even ignoring the signs to slow down. This is a time to just pause, reflect. Again, go off grid if you're able to. Get out in nature. Camp, hike, bike, go hug a tree, spend some time in a hot spring or in the water. We have Five of Wands here. Yeah, because a lot of you have been really trying to maybe hustle, make money, take care of family, put food on the table, save for retirement, save for goals, but that's wearing you out. And some of you, your bodies are trying to let you know at this time. We have the World. We just talked about the global effects of what's going on in the cosmos. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles here as well. All right, so what is it that you are feeling a little bit tense about at this time that you could absolutely relax a bit more is competitiveness, judgments, and criticisms, right? All of those lower vibrational emotions that we as humans can pick up on, and we can certainly embrace, even if we don't want to. Subconsciously, we may tend to take on the energies of other people, or we do sometimes veer outside of our own lane and we let other people's judgments or their views of us affect us. And what that actually does, instead of reaching the light here, instead of reaching to the top, when we start to let those judgments, criticisms, a saturation of energy, when we let it take over, it actually drops our energy. And you can see this fella here drop into the ground. So you can choose here, by relaxing, you're actually going to do yourself a favor by opening up to more of this light source. Instead of feeling the lower vibrations here, you're going to allow yourself to take a step back and refocus your attention to where you need to, what feels in more alignment with your soul, which is happiness and love and abundance and prosperity. Five of Wands here can be about leadership. It can be you, maybe you feel like there's someone in your life, maybe even a boss, maybe it's you trying to get a job, or you feel like everyone is one-upping each other. Keep your heart open. That's the biggest thing here. Instead of joining the mix, joining the judgment and the competition here and the rivalry, step back from it is what I'm getting. The World card says that you may feel a little bit stuck, right? There could be some setbacks, but in order for you to replenish your energy, to have a new go at things, or to finally come to a completion, there needs to be a little bit of a pause or a reflection, which we've seen here in your reading, because I sense that a lot of you are coming really close to a very big victory, a very big win, Sagittarius. And whatever this win is for you, which I feel for a lot of you, it is keeping your heart open. This is bigger than you think here. You're actually going to go deep. And by going deep, you're going to take a look at some of the triggers, some of the core issues of a situation, and it's going to allow you to end maybe a karmic cycle. It's going to allow you to end an environmental situation or something around you that just no longer serves you. And it's going to allow you to take a breath, a deep breath, instead of us coming to that energy here of always breathing short, shallow fight or flight breaths. This is about you being able to take some nice deep belly breaths and relax and release some of the weight of the world off your shoulders. I like this. And next up, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I love the Nine of Pentacles. She creates a life that she loves for herself. She is someone who is proud of her achievements, whether it's material wealth, whether it's self-sufficiency, safety, security. A lot of you are really hustling to create this life for yourself that you love, which is wonderful. But sometimes we try so hard externally. We use that word hustle, right? Hustle. And sometimes, yes, hustle can be good in a sense, but if we over hustle, or if we continuously push forward in the material and want to produce some sort of result in that physical all the time, it can leave us exhausted. Yes, you have goals, but in order to re-up your energy, we need to take a little bit of a step back. And that's what I feel here with the Relax card. You're still on the right path, and even taking maybe a day off, which I suggest if you can, that Lionsgate portal on 8/8 is fully activated. It's the most intense. We're already in that portal energy, but it is most intense on the 8th of August. If you can take a day off, if you can get off early, if you can sit in meditation, create a vision board, get out in nature, go off grid, it's going to really allow you to connect to your soul, and it's going to allow you to tune into your divine blueprint, have more clarity. For those of you that feel a little bit foggy on the direction, on the path, or if you feel maybe a little confused or scattered, this is the perfect time to reconnect. So 9 of Pentacles. If you haven't already checked out the collective Lionsgate portal reading, I'll link it in the description box below. You may be able to grab a nugget of wisdom through that reading. Now, you have here action step of keep your heart open, but you also have here this Libran energy, which you have double Libra as your action step. So I really like this because Libra is all about balance. It is all about keeping that heart center open. We also have Venus, which rules Libra, in retrograde, which can absolutely affect relationships with others, the way that you communicate. It can help have you at times question the relationship with yourself. So again, a very powerful time here for you, Sag. Some of you may be opening your heart up to a Libra, or you may have Libran placements in your chart. If so, I absolutely recommend checking out that reading. It's very intense. But your other action step is to find balance in whatever feels off kilter. And if you need to get to the core of it, dig in deep. And that's why you have this scorpionic energy of going within, going deep, figuring out, okay, this person hurt me. That situation rejected me. That upbringing wasn't ideal, but can you look at it from a new lens? And can you say to yourself, this experience happened for me, for my growth, for my evolution. It didn't happen to me because I'm a victim. I don't have to be a victim of the past. I can come back stronger. And as I said many times, if you've been following me for a while, it's one of my favorite sayings: the comeback is stronger than the setback. So whatever has set you back, regardless of how deep the cut was or how traumatic the experience was, you can use that energy to build momentum to make great change in this world. And that's what I see you doing here, Sagittarius. You have a choice, though. You have free will. That was one of our gifts that we chose to have here on earth, and no one can affect or interfere with that free will. It's up to us to choose to become bitter or better, but that's up to you. Keep your heart open, which I feel like you will, and find that balance. Messages from your angels, your guides, your loved ones, your spiritual team. Get ready here, Sag. You're showing up strong, and it says believe in your good luck. Now, your spiritual team, including you, your higher self, wants you to believe in magic, wants you to believe in this good luck, because some of you've told yourself, you've started to actually believe in yourself, and you said, oh, I don't have a lucky streak, or that's not going to happen for me. I'll never find love, or I'll never be able to retire. I won't be able to get ahead. I can't, right? Sometimes we tend to throw some negative shade at ourselves, right? That can be that 5 of Wands as well. We compete even with our own egos. We do it every day. Which side do we feed, right? And I feel here that there is luck upon you. I'm getting Wheel of Fortune, which we'll clarify here in a moment. But again, it kind of goes back to that 10 energy that I'm getting. Is 10 years, 10 months, maybe even 10 decades. I feel like this is a very powerful energy, and you're stopping something in its tracks. And there is a shift happening and taking place here. And your guides, your loved ones, your ancestors, your angels, your animal totems, they're all here to help guide you and move forward. But you have to believe, right? There is this energy of belief, because when we do not believe that it's possible, we tend to push it away. We tend to not want spirit to necessarily intervene, even though subconsciously we may want them to, right? But we still need to ask, and that's what I feel is important here. So if you can, even right now in this moment, you can pause the video if you want, or I'll just give you a second to connect. Ask your guides, ask your spiritual team, ask your loved ones, ask Source, God, universe, spirit, whatever you call the divine. It's all one anyway, right? ask for protection, ask for guidance, ask for help, and ask Spirit to help keep that beautiful heart of yours wide open. Yes, there's vulnerability. Yes, there is the energy of us getting hurt. It's a possibility, but that is part of the human experience that we signed up for prior to coming to this world. Because through that heartache, through that heartbreak, through that loss, that grief, that setback, that rejection, we grow and we evolve into even better versions of ourselves. Believe in your good luck, because something is changing here, Sag, on a very deep level. All right, last message from your guides. Cancerian energy, push through those insecurities. This is what I just heard someone's parent or someone who is like a parent. I'm getting masculine energy here though. I mean, it could be feminine. Take it as it resonates. Whoever you are wanting to connect to, I feel like this is a loved one. They could have even been Cancer themselves. Some of them may have crossed over from Cancer. I'm also sensing that some of you have an aunt or an auntie with a grandma, or with a mother as well. So there could be an auntie or auntie with a mother or grandmother energy. Okay, they're together is what I'm hearing here. So mother, sister, that's what it would be. Push through those insecurities, because you have what it takes to succeed. Okay, you have what it takes to succeed. That's what they want you to know. Before we connect to a celebratory outcome, Sagittarius, we're just going to take a look and clarify. Let's see, what do we want to clarify? Your messages from Spirit. What else do we need to know? We see good luck coming in here. What's going to change though? Tell us about this good luck. Give Sag a little bit of an inkling into what's changing here. Wow. Okay. There. See, like I said, there's a lot. There's a lot coming in. Thank you. They said keep going, so we're keeping going. We have 4 energies. What do we have here, please? Wow. Look at this. Death, major arcana. Hierophant, major arcana. The Sun, major arcana. And we have the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Wow. Get ready for some massive movements. For those of you Sagittarians who have felt stuck for many, many moons, for many years, get ready, because things are going to shake up. That's what your guides want you to know, but you're ready for it. Even if you don't feel ready, even if you have been preparing yourself, remember that you've been training a lifetime for this, possibly many lifetimes. So big changes ahead here for you to attract what it is that your soul truly desires. Reciprocity, right? Even if it's on a physical earthly realm, maybe you want to be valued in a love connection. Perhaps you want to be compensated in your career. Maybe you want to grow your business to help others serve, but in return, you want to be recompensed fairly for it. Perhaps you want to travel the world and live your best life. Whatever your goals are, Sagittarius, this is the energy of alignment. It's also a gift from the universe. Beautiful. Now, Death, Hierophant, and the Sun, I mean, you can't make that up. This is beautiful. This is divine guidance. And as we're clarifying the messages from Spirit, Spirit is saying here, and this is interesting because this also came up, I believe, in Scorpio's reading. So if you're on that Scorpion cusp, or if you have Scorpio placements, you might want to check that out. You might want to check that out. The Death card here, I always like to see it as that caterpillar turning into that butterfly. So the caterpillar, when it is a caterpillar, it doesn't know anything besides ground energy, right? What it can see at that level that it's at, because it hasn't undergone that spiritual awakening, or in that cocoon process, as we'll say, it hasn't undergone that major transformation. So it only relies on what it's known. A lot of you watching these videos are already spiritually aware of the experiences that you've gone through. A lot of you have gone through awakenings, near-death experience, loss, grief, whatever shifts your energy, right? Whatever it is that sometimes challenges us, the highs and the lows, it's all part of life. And you think you're going to die when you're going through it. Just like that caterpillar, it's sticky, it's ooey, it's gooey. It feels like it's trapped. It feels like it's probably dying, right? That it's life is over. But what's really happening is this life is just beginning, and it opens up those wings to be able to expand and see from a higher perspective that you weren't able to see before. What it does is it brings you closer to the light. You have the sun here, and look at that. Her arms are spread eagle there. So I do feel for a lot of you, You're able to connect on a higher spiritual level, and you have the divine guidance backing you up. However, there is a breakdown of an old belief system because that caterpillar still, pieces of it do exist in the butterfly, but the butterfly may say or may think that it's still a caterpillar when it's not, right? So that's why you have the death card here. That's why you have the Hierophant. It's saying that you can acknowledge that, yes, at one point you may have been a caterpillar and you had certain beliefs. You had certain conditioning because that's what you knew, right? But you undergoing major transformation, you now have the wings. You've earned these wings. So it's time to see things from a higher perspective and head towards that sun, which is the most abundant card in the deck. So enjoy life. Life is good for you. You have good health. You are successful. You are happy. You are abundant. And if you don't believe it, I want you to start telling yourself those things each and every day. Your final celebratory outcome. You have new moon in Aquarius, which actually the first, again, as mentioned, that first full moon on August 1st is in Aquarius. And this is about opening up to change. It's about getting things off the ground, right? Taking flight, whether it's projects, whether it's people, whether it's opportunities. This is a great time to change up whatever is not working, whatever is stagnant in your life, whatever you've gotten into some sort of routine, whether it's a limiting belief, whether it's a habit, an addiction, a relationship, a job, whatever it may be for you, Sagittarius, open up to change. And in order for you to embrace it, you got to keep that heart open because the heart knows. And you're going to feel some intense emotions. Those emotions could include loss. It could include grief. It could include, joy, happiness, excitement, fears. But those are just emotions. They don't stay present forever, right? They're something that if you allow it just to pass you through and feel it with non-attachment, right? Non-judgment, then you're able to go more with the flow. And that's what we're here in life to do. So big, beautiful changes showing up here, Sagittarius. I'm loving this for you. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. If you're vibing with the energy of the channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much, Sag, for spending your precious time and energy here with me today. Lots of love to you.